The next piece of technology, new tools, sometimes can be incredibly valuable, but it all comes down to the process and the reason why you're doing that. So if I've used a set of tools, I've learned as much as I can, I've maximized what I can do with it, I really understand the problem I'm trying to solve for, and then I'm very deliberate to either go buy an upgrade or buy something to complement it, I'm in a much better position for that decision to pay off massively. The what we're talking about, we're not talking about that, and so from an analogy perspective, I could use some cheap knives I bought at Walmart in the kitchen and get as much as I can out of them, different use cases, knowing what I prepare in the kitchen. Am I cutting up meat? Am I prepping vegetables? And really use that opportunity to learn as much as I can about what I'm trying to solve for, learn as much as I can about the abilities and limitations of the tools that I own. And then I'm really well positioned to then upgrade and go buy some nicer knives, and I know exactly why I'm buying them and what I'm looking for and what I want to solve for. And I'm going to be in a much better position to spend my money wisely on something that is going to take my culinary skills to a whole other level. And we see that happening. Your example with the client that you referenced is a great example of that. That's not the challenge that we're talking about here. The challenge that we're talking about here is when organizations haven't put in that work. They haven't learned the limitations. They haven't really learned what they're trying to solve for. All they know is something isn't working, and well, let's just go buy something else. It's going to fix the thing that's not working. Your probability of picking something that's going to work is so incredibly low, and the fact that you haven't addressed all of the other outlying factors around why it's not working. You can buy the greatest set of knives in the world. If you don't have the right cutting board, if you don't have the right technique, you're going to be like, these knives suck. The same applies to analytics and MarTech tools. If you don't have the right people, if you don't have the right skill and training, if you don't know what you're trying to solve for, the greatest analytics tool in the world isn't going to solve the problems for you.